What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Kjoyner with SoleyGrailz coming at you with all access sneaker collection. We've been waiting so long to get this up, man. Shout outs to Anthony for doing this for us, man. You guys, if you guys been following all of our social media accounts, you'd already know what's going on, man. Anthony, the governor, Corleone, is our first guest, man, known for drag racing, his sampled Jordans, man. Let's not waste any time getting into this, man. Shout out to Jay Berry for going out to Chicago and surprising not only me but all the fans with this, man. So like I said, let's just get right into it, bro. Right into it.
What's going on YouTube? It's Jay Berry with SoleyGrailz. I'm here with the legend himself,
The governor.
the governor. So check him out on Instagram. We'll have all of his stuff here below, but go ahead and tell us about yourself.
So my name is Anthony, also known as the governor. A lot of people think that's a bite on the mayor. It is not. I'm here to tell you that it isn't. Besides shoes, I drag race, so that's where the name came from. Just a quick little bio on that. I got an addiction, just like pretty much everybody else that's gonna watch this. So this is my drug of choice. This is what I do. This is what I love. You know, and I'm here to showcase some of what I put together, and we'll walk you through it together, and you know, hopefully everybody enjoys my collection.
Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with some of your Jordans then.
Alright, so first I'm going to take you guys through just real quick, and you know, there's a lot of shoes here, so I'm not going to take up everybody's time, but we'll just hit on some of my favorite ones that I got here, and we'll start with the Jordan 1s. One of the first ones I want to talk about real quick is the Band 1, the actual what people consider a Band 1. This isn't a Band 1, and I'll tell you why, because the actual shoe that was banned is a Nike Ship. It is not the Jordan 1 silhouette. The colorway was banned. The Nike Ships weren't banned. It was the color blocking without having any white in there, which then led us to the Chicago colorway. So that's where the ban and stuff comes from. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people get that confused. It was not this shoe. It was the Nike Ship. So another favorite silhouette leads right into here. You know, to me, this shoe, the Chuck Taylors, and the Shell Toe Adidas are the three most iconic shoes in history, and will go down in time as the three greatest shoes in history. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, I don't care who it is, nobody else is going to create a shoe that will be as iconic as this. People that don't know anything about sneakers, if you show them this shoe, wow, that's the Jordan, that's the Air Jordan, that's the Michael shoe, that's, people know this shoe, and it's amazing how iconic it has become. Probably my favorite, one of the biggest sleepers, is the Baron ones. Beautiful pinstriping inside, laces are all 3M. You know, a lot of people sleep on this shoe. You know, it doesn't have a lot of hype on it, doesn't have a crazy resale price, but on foot, I mean, it's crack. I mean, this thing it's so nice. And my thing is I like, I guess, what you could call the Chicago colorway blocking. So as opposed to like a shadow, where it's got the black in there, I like the white breakup in between them. So that's real big for me. So I would take this over a shadow, a fragment over a royal, and a Chicago over a Brett, if that makes sense to you guys. Another big grail for everybody. It's a fragment. You guys see the stamp, you know what it is. Everybody knows what these are. And I'm going to tell you firsthand, these shoes are overrated material-wise. This is not what everybody makes them out to be. People say that they're amazing quality because they paid a lot of money for them. It's basic leather. Nothing crazy, nothing special. Last three shoes I'm going to go into is the Bread ones that just released. These shoes are just, I mean, it's amazing, and we'll go through it later. I'm going to show you some of my obsession with this silhouette. So, and the last two that are mine and probably the rest of the world's favorites are these shadows. The home, the away, the reverse, the 2.0, whatever you call them. These shoes are just crack. I mean, material, the colorway. And we'll go through, I got some Air Force Ones and some Nike Dunks that I actually did an ID on. So that's just some of the Jordan 1s that we'll hit on. Next row is the Jordan 2, which is my top 3 silhouette of all the Jordans out there, is the Jordan 2. I love the silhouette, and I even do the Jordan 2 lows, which is probably the most hated Jordan ever made, but I love it. So some of my favorites in here, See the Don C's, I'm not even going to pull them out because that's all the hype beasts on those. Some of my favorites are the infrareds. It's got the beautiful cement on there. 3M piping actually in here, so when you hit it, when you take the picture, the 3M lining pops. I love this shoe. I really, really, really do. You know, 2s are sleepers. A lot of people don't like the silhouette. To me, it's actually one of the most comfortable Jordans there are, but, you know, a lot of people just want to buy what's hot. This is the greatest 2 ever made. The original Chicago colorway. I mean, it just doesn't get much better than that. The comfort, everything. I got the Candy Pack 2s, and then I got the, which a lot of people refer to as Quai. It's actually K54. It's got like the OVO and a white and gold thing going for it. So, just a super nice shoe to have. We'll step over here into the 4s, 3s and 4s actually. Let's see, we'll start right here with everyone's holy mecca. This is the 88s with the Nike Air on the butt. And it's true, the Nike Air does make it. You know, you could say you're a hype beast, whatever. The Nike Air makes or breaks the shoe, in my opinion. As far as 3s, here is a custom I had made. I had the back tab swapped with the patina on there to add some character. Probably one of my favorites. I actually like these over the 88s. People want to talk about quality. Quality shoes, they don't like GRs, they don't like the quality, they're not happy. This right here is one of the best quality GRs that's been made in a really, really long time. The leather is super thick, super soft. You can see it's got a nice squish to it. I mean, just all around, the shoe is so well made, so well crafted. Went to outlets. So what does that tell you? You know, and people say they don't like the colorway. It's a Michigan colorway. You know, even if you're not big into sports, it goes together, blue and gold. But
and what would be your reason why you went to outlets?
No hype. No hype. You know, it's you know, here's and what I'm going to touch on right now is gonna wrap up a lot of these shoes. This shoe, the 99 version was out with that on the butt. People lost their mind. People lost their mind to this day. They were buying them. They had to have them. They had to soul swap them because they had to have that. Had to have the Nike Air. Oh my God, it's a white cement for it. It's got to have Nike Air on the inside. It's got to say Nike on the bottom. He's set. So what happened? You know, it's just it's crazy. Is when I heard the shoe was coming back out, I thought there would be a frenzy for these, and more people lined up to buy Master 12s than they did this shoe. And it's just when I saw that the Maroon 6 is sad, I figured, you know, 6s might not be everybody. This is everybody's cup of tea. Though, the white cement 4. You ask almost anybody, their favorite Jordan is going to be this, and it's sad. So if a shoe like this isn't going to sell out, you can forget about the rest of them. They're all going to sit, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, because it saves money in my pocket. Here is probably going to be my favorite 4 that's ever been made, and that is the Laser. The inscriptions on here, just the material, everything about the shoe is just guts. I mean, it just doesn't get much better than this. On foot, these things look amazing. I'm very happy that I have them in the condition that I do. They're not cracking, they're not peeling, which is a big problem with a lot of these shoes. So, you know, again, just got to take care of them. Here's another pair that went to outlets that I thought was amazing. Is the alternate 89 4s. It's the alternate 89 in the tab. Real nice leather, nice tumbled leather. The material on here is actually better than what they put on the cement 4s, but again, these went to outlets. But you know, no hype, and it's, you know, a lot of people say that the Jordan market is dead, and I would say resale wise, yeah, but you know, Jordan sold over 1,072,000 in 10/11, so can't be that dead, right? Somebody's still buying these shoes. And one of the last ones to touch on, which are actually coming back out in 2017, is the Pure Money 4s. Self-explanatory. It doesn't get much better than this. You get the Pure Money in the back, right in the tab there. I mean, this is it. This is, when you got this on, you feel like big money. So we'll step over here. Now we come off into the 5s. So again, we'll touch off real quick. One of the shoes that's set Still sitting, actually. You could still get. And I actually, yes, I white lace swapped them. Metallic 5s with Nike Air. You know, it's just, I don't know if it's the $220 price point, which I think has something to do with it, because I think people would be able to buy them at $170, $180, $190, and put them back up for $280, and they would make a quick $100. And now I think that because they're at $220, you're only making $60 to $70, shipping and all that, so it's not really there. So I think that's what cut down a lot of it. And you know, they're making over, you know, close to 1 million pairs on these Nike Air shoes now, so they're not, nothing's limited anymore, which is cool, but it's also not, because now, you know, some things we do like to have that's exclusive. Here's more of that laser. These are actually still DS. I've laced them, but I just haven't worn them yet. It's the laser 5s. All 3 of them on the tongue. Big favorite of mine, and I don't like lows. I'm not a low fan, but I thought these were amazing. The colorway, New York Knicks colorway. And it was weird. This shoe actually sold out, but it doesn't resell for like big money. But they're actually hard to find. It was weird. It took me a little while to find this pair. I was gonna go back and get it after they came out, but I ended up missing it. So one of my buddies held me down with those. Go off into what is actually a lot of people's grails. These Shane 5s. Probably one of the most fake sneakers I've seen. I do a lot of legit checks for people on these shoes, and 9 times out of 10 they're fake. So this is a very hard shoe to come by. I actually even have the receipt for it, which a lot of people can't say they do. So you got those. You know, I got Bel Air 5s, the K54 5s. White metallics, Oreos. Got the Supreme, everybody's hypebeast favorite. The only Supreme worth having is this one. 7s, I'll just tell you right now, I don't like 7s. There's only 7 I own. Is a Bordeaux. That's it. It's the only one I want to own. If I want to own any more, I'll buy them. I did like the Tinker alternate Olympics, I guess they were called. I thought those were pretty dope.
Now, why did you only the Bordeaux 7?
Because I feel you need to have at least one of every model in the collection, 1 through 14. So if I have to own a 7, I want it to be the Bordeaux. So you'll see as we go through here, I have no 9s, but the Kobe 9s are getting ready to come out. Those I will own. So, you know, I just feel 1 through 14, you got to have at least one of each, but it's got to be a colorway that I can deal with. You know, again, more outlet shoes. And we'll go through and I'm going to show you guys samples and, you know, some high dollar stuff, but we do GRs, we do outlet shoes. You know, I mean, I think these shoes are amazing. I don't see how people don't like them, but they don't. You know, they said the Aquas were going to return and people went nuts, but they sat, and then the Chromes were coming out and people went nuts and they sat again. So, you know, and that's fine. I think people are afraid these days to, you know, we live in an era where people don't buy what they like. They're too afraid to just say, well, you know, I like this shoe, I'm going to buy it. It's not hot, so they're not going to buy it. And, you know, that's on them if that's what they choose to do with their money. This pack, I think, is the best one that's come out so far, which is the Confetti and Trophy 8s. The material, everything on these is amazing. You know, really doesn't get much better than these. Beautiful, beautiful shoes, well crafted, well made. You know, it's just amazing that some of these shoes just sit. I mean, you know, it's just, it kind of sucks in a way, because I feel like Jordan is putting out some really nice stuff, and I feel like they're not getting the credit for it because the stuff is sitting. But, you know, again, the more the stuff sits, the better it is on our pockets. So we'll get into some of these 6s right here. I'm not a huge 6 fan, but I had to get the Olympics. Just a super clean colorway. You can't beat it. And we'll come up here to another one of people's holy mecca, their grail, which is these Slam Dunks. Again, another shoe that I legit check constantly, and 9 times out of 10 they're fake. So it was funny. I actually wasn't a huge fan of this shoe, and from legit checking so many of them, I was like, you know what, the shoe's actually not that bad. So I went out and I found a legit pair, and I went out and bought myself a pair. Let's see, and the last one, probably one of the best material 6s to come out, maybe ever, from the Brazil pack. Came with the CP3. I mean, it's just a suede, goes back and forth. Just a beautifully crafted shoe. Really, really nice shoe. Good leather, real sturdy. Now we'll get into what is probably one of my favorite silhouettes. I tend to like the silhouettes that people don't. I like 2s, I like 8s, and I like 10s.